Hey, I'm Amy. Tonight is Live Around 5 about how to be a good friend. I'm back from vacation where I got to visit with some good friends, but this has been a topic that's been really important to people. How to make friends as an adult, how to be a good friend is the next follow up, right? So, being an adult friend can be a little more challenging and difficult, especially in today's day and age where we don't always agree with people that we may love and want to be friends with. So, it's so important to have good friends. We've determine that in order to be resilient, you got to have some good friends that you can count on. How can you be that friend that's really holding your friends down and helping them, lifting them up, holding them down, as the song says? First is you have to show genuine interest. This should be easy if you are in a relationship with someone who you've met because of mutual interests, right? But let's say that you have a friend who really loves scrapbooking and it's really not your jam. You're going to have to show genuine interest, because if that's really the love of their life, you want to be asking them, oh, wow, so when is your next scrapbooking event, right? Just show genuine interest in the things that are truly important to them. Secondly, you want to make time for them. This has been one of the most difficult things post pandemic for most people. How many times have you said to a friend, man, we should get together, send me some dates? Or I'd love to have coffee with you sometime, but you never make it happen. In order to have a really good friendship, you have to have what me and my good friend Deanne call eyeball time. You've got to make time to get together. If you live apart, you got to make time to travel to see each other. Like Lisa recently traveled to see me, and I'm working on a plan to visit her. So, making time. Next is to communicate openly and honestly. One of the things that's really important about good friendships is the ability to say, I actually disagree. I support you. I love you, but I don't agree with what you're saying. And this happens more and more in today's age. This is really cool because it's important to be able to communicate with people that we disagree with. My mom and I are a perfect example. We are polar opposites on a million different topics, but we can really kind of pick each other's brains and learn from each other. As Carlos Whitaker says, it's really important to walk with people and not stand on issues. So your friend doesn't have to believe everything you believe, but it is important for you to say to them, if you do disagree, just be respectful. Next is to respect their boundaries. Maybe you're a really early bird person and you want to call and chat first thing in the morning, but they don't. Or maybe there's a topic that they just don't want to bring up. Maybe they have a difficult family situation, and even though you're friends, it's not something they're ready to talk about. You've got to respect those boundaries. 8 is to practice forgiveness and understanding. None of us are perfect. That's just the God's honest truth. And everybody is going to make mistakes that they regret in life and in friendships. And if that friendship is important enough to you, it's really important to be able to forgive them and to be flexible. And if you are lucky enough to be forgiven, if you've made a mistake in a relationship, I would think that you would need to ask for forgiveness. I'm really sorry. It seems that what I said really hurt you. That was not my intention. I've never meant to hurt you, but I see I did hurt you. I accept that and I want to apologize. Will you forgive me? Right? Hard conversations maybe to have, but really important. And if your friend hurts you, over and over and over and over again, that's not a really good friend, right? If it's a one off, if it's something that you know they struggle with already and they kind of stepped out of bounds, but they get it under control, that's when to forgive and to create even stronger friendships because you've been through something difficult. Next is to show appreciation and gratitude. I couldn't believe it, but Lisa just sent us a card thanking us for the time that she spent with us here. We should be thanking her. She is the gift. We had the best time with her. It doesn't have to be a card, but it should be, hey, I really appreciate how you listened to me today. Thanks for coming with me to that event so I didn't have to go alone. Thanks for helping me with dinner the other night. I had a blast, right? Make sure you're not taking your friends for granted. Make sure you're being clear about how much you do appreciate them. And last but not least, be a good listener. It's always in our nature to be thinking of something to say while someone's talking. And I would challenge you just to really listen, especially in my friendships. I work on this because when you've been friends with someone for so long, you feel like you almost have a shorthand. You know, you're like, oh my God, is it that place at that time where that guy said that thing? Don't listen to that. So every once in a while, you just need to sit back and make sure you're really listening. I'll never forget, I was talking to a good friend the other day, and they kept mentioning something over and over and over again. And I was 1000% missing why they kept repeating it. And so I stopped them and I said, I've been listening to you and you keep repeating this phrase. What do you mean by that phrase? And what they told me shocked me. I totally was missing what they were trying to say. It wasn't that their language was 100% clear. But then, because I was listening and was able to kind of dig a little bit deeper, I was able to go, okay, I see what you're saying now. I got you. Let's keep talking. So it's important to be a really good listener. And trust me, all of this is really worth it. I have a dear friend, Tamara, who's moving to Portugal. I'm so excited. Uh, we've been friends for a long time since our babies who are grown were babies. And so these friendships are worth it. They're worth these 10 things and a million more. So I want to encourage you to think about a friend today, a friend that maybe you've been meaning to spend some time with. You've not maybe appreciated them as much as you could, and send them a card, make a date to get together, just give them a call, whatever it is that works for you guys. But dig into these friendships that mean a lot to you, because that investment is going to make you more resilient than ever. There's nothing like having a friend that has your back in good times or bad, right? This isn't just, hey, I might need help someday. This is also, oh my gosh, I've got the best news. Let me call my friend. Or my friend called me and I was able to help them. It's a really important part of our mental health. And never forget, May is Mental Health Month. So part of being resilient is having that strong mental health. Let's all work together to keep our friendship strong and carry on. I can't wait to see you back here tomorrow live around 5. I love that you're here. I'm so grateful for you.